we're about to take the dogs out for a walk, and we can only do 2 at a time because there's just 2 of us here. The one that's left is going to be Dottie, because Dottie's been the easiest to deal with. As you can see, they're super excited because we go through this every day. Before I let them out, I give Dottie, and any 2 that we'd be taking out, the 3rd one that's left would get a bone, and a bone that they're really interested in. In this case, it's a frozen peanut butter bone. And then we're going to take the other dogs out, and Darian's gonna take Emmie, I'm gonna take HeyJude. This is exactly how we do it. As you can see, they're all in their crates. Treat, open the crate door. See how I got leash, treat, reach in there. If she tries to come out, no, just do that, say no. She's super excited, she knows she's gonna go on a walk. Treat, hook her up, since we're gonna go out in public. Choke chain and prong collar. So of course the choke chain is just to make sure we're doubled up in case the prong collar comes off. And HeyJude is the most difficult, the most unruly, we'll say, dog out of the 3. So I'm making sure that she waits, and just simply doing this. Okay, HeyJude comes out, and then close this here. And this is what she does when she's happy and excited. We're gonna go somewhere. So go ahead and take Emmie out. Okay. And I'm gonna have HeyJude sit. Do the whole doorway thing, sitting at the doorway. Okay, coming out. Darian's gonna do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna be right here so you can see us. And then Kayla, follow us out to show what we do out here. Okay, this is exactly how we take them out every day. Sit, see how I do a left circle and a sit with HeyJude at every gateway, every boundary. Did it at the front door, we do it here. Okay, got another gate here, sit. And with this gate that leads to outside, she's always super excited because, you want to come around here so you can show this, because this is the gate to the outside world, and who knows what's out on the street, and they know that. So sit, step out, step back in. Okay, she walks out with me. Darian's going to come out with Emmie right now. Show that with Emmie. We're going to wait for them. And we'll see other dogs out here as well, so you see how they react and what we do.
Hi, David.
Oh, hi there. Oh, good, pretty good. We're shooting a video right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then so I'm gonna have HeyJude sit here at this curb, and you're gonna have Emmie sit there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I talked to you, but we're right in the middle of this video here.
Nope.
And we're gonna practice. I'm having Darian handle Emmie because she's not quite as excitable as HeyJude. So we're gonna practice the sit stays side by side. So it's all this socialization with the 2 dogs that enables them to get along. And obviously we're practicing a system where they're both equals and we're in charge, which is the way it needs to be. The human needs to be in charge, obviously. So we do this little sit stay at this curb. Okay, we go across the street. We're going to release them to be free over there. And if HeyJude starts to pull you, see how I slowed it down and I'm just doing the little prompts? There's a dog over there that she sees, which we may see in a minute. Do a little left circle. Darian's doing the same with Emmie, and do a sit, and then do a release, go. And now they're on free time. When you're walking them on free time, just always make sure you keep that leash loose. So there's never any pulling, there's never any she's walking into the yard. Oh, hello! We're gonna say, Okay, wait, we're gonna call the dogs back to us, so let her be in front of you, like HeyJude is to me. Come.
Come.
We call them back to come.
Good.
Get them next to us, sit.
Sit.
We're gonna do some left circles, side by side. Okay.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to keep backing up, Kayla. Left circle. So this is a great leash walking exercise. You just walk, sit, do left circle. Okay. And HeyJude's a big puller, so I'm still doing these little signals to keep her from pulling. Left circle, see how she doesn't pull when you turn left? Sit. And I'm gonna start rewarding her. Good. So Darian, reward Emmie next time, okay? We're gonna do another one past this sign here. Okay. And we're walking super slow. Left circle. Sit. Good. Make sure you reward the dog every time.
Good.
And we're gonna do one more and then release them. Okay.
Okay.
Left circle. Sit.
Sit.
And reward. Good. And then release. Go.
Go.
And we're doing all this training side by side, and that's what's enabled these dogs to be closer and closer over time, not have a problem with each other on a walk. You notice how we're both handling the leashes. With HeyJude, as much as she wants to pull, see how she wanted to pull over there to get to that tree where there's all these smells, and all I did was I stood my ground and I did this, and she stopped. That's all you have to do in the worst situation like that. If you go like this and you choke up and it's continuous, she's gonna pull more. But if you do signals, then if you back away as well and say, come, good, then she's gonna come back to you, and that's ultimately, if you have a huge problem with pulling anytime on the walk, that's what you're gonna do. But if you practice this on a consistent basis, she's not gonna pull that much anymore. Consecutive sits, okay.
Okay.
Sit.
Sit.
Good. I'm rewarding HeyJude every time. Okay.
Okay.
Sit.
Sit.
Good. And one last time. Okay.
Okay.
Sit.
Sit.
Good. And let's do a walk around sit stay to finish it off. Just some more exercises that we're showing you that we do every day with the two dogs side by side. So we did consecutive sits. We just showed you how to do those. Like the left-hand circles that we showed you in the last clip. Another thing that you can do to practice so that they don't pull so much. Good. Reward her.
Good.
And then we're going to release again and show the release. Go.
Go.
And let them just kind of like sniff and pee. Why don't you stand back just a little bit so you can show them for a couple moments just on free time. She had to pee. Emmie's not interested in her. Very good. Also, the structure of just doing all this work side by side and having us be in charge. Every time you do this, they get a little bit more desensitized to each other. They click a little bit more into that the structure of where they're both equals, they're not going after each other anymore, and we're in charge, and they're calmer, and you know. Over here. More hanging out, just out on a walk. And what we're doing in this case is, if we see either one of them eyeballing each other or paying attention to each other at all, we call them away from each other. That used to happen a lot when we first started walking them, but now, since we've been doing it, it just happens less and less. And now it might just happen once or twice a walk, whereas before it was like every minute we had to call them away. So they become very desensitized to each other's presence on a walk. Good. You give her a treat. If they're standing next to each other, we draw them away and reward them when they turn away from each other. It's another thing you can do to help the whole situation. We want them to look at each other and look away, look at us. They get rewarded. It's just another way to desensitize them to each other and keep everything calmer, because obviously food is immediate gratification for dogs as well as for people. And we can keep them in a calm state by rewarding them, do it again, at the appropriate moment when they're on free time. They turn away from each other, they get a treat when that happens, keeps them calm, sends the right message that everything good happens when they ignore each other. It's not everything about this, but it's just another piece of the puzzle, a little thing that we do, another one of all the different things that we do to have them be better socialized with each other, keep them calm when they're together. Okay. We're going to do down. Down.
Down.
We're practicing our down stays in a very public place where there's a lot of distractions. We do this every day in a different spot. Good.
Good.
Once again, they're equals. They're both doing the same thing side by side. We're obviously in charge. And they like this. They stay calm in these situations.
Good.
Good. They get rewarded. If you're going to do this, I recommend you feed them after the walk, after your outing, because if they're motivated to want the treats, they're going to be a lot easier for you to handle when you take them out in public like this, once you do. And of course, at first, we really don't want you to do this until you can do this in your house, in your yard. You know, do it before you go out in public. Make sure that you're good at home where there's no distractions. That's what we did. I never took them out into public until they could do this in my yard, in my house. Good. Good. We just want to show you. Please keep walking, sir. That's what's great about being out in public. You never know what's going to happen. So we're going to just do one more walk around thing here, and then we're going to practice a little sit stay to show you that. Good. Good. And just Darian, follow my lead. Stand next to the dogs. Okay. Do a little left circle. Move a little bit closer over here. Sit. Because you always want to practice with a down stay as well as a sit stay whenever possible. And then reward. Good.
Good.
And then you're going to pat their chests and let them be free just for a second, show you how that is. Go.
Go.
Right there. Very good. Keep that leash loose. Now we have all these distractions going past. You see how the dogs both turn to us? Very good. All these people passed by, these carts, they both looked at us. We gave them rewards. That's automatic for them now. Every time this happens, it gets better and better. Any distraction makes them turn back to us. They get paid for paying attention to us in the presence of a distraction, instead of what used to happen, which would be to move towards the distraction, bark. HeyJude used to do that a lot. Now it's completely different. So keep doing this and it just gets better and better. Makes the distraction irrelevant. The distraction is a signal to pay attention to you, get paid. Every time we do that, it makes you more and more the center of the universe with these dogs. Okay, let's go. So we're leading the dogs up to a dog at a fence line. I wanted to show you how we're doing this, how we practice this when we come upon the situation. Let me wait till the camera's in view. You see how we show the dog? Okay, that's a barking dog that would definitely trigger one of these dogs in the past. So he's going to call Emmie away. You should go over there around that side, Darian, because the camera can't see you. So you need to be there Kayla needs to be pulled back a little bit, so you can shoot him calling Emmie away. Okay, so you need to get closer, Darian, like I am, and then you call her away.
Now?
Yeah, now. There you go. So I wanted Darian to show you good. See how non-reactive HeyJude is in this situation, but I want you to see Darian with Emmie. Bring her up a little bit closer. She's looking at that dog. That dog comes there. He calls Emmie back to him. You're never gonna do this. Okay, so stay there, that's good enough. I'm gonna walk closer so the camera can see me. You're never gonna do this in real life, but I just wanna show you how unreactive they can be. Come. HeyJude was staring, I called her back to come to me. But you're never gonna stand here in front of a gateway or fence where a dog's going nuts. You're gonna keep moving. And so if we can do this with them and see how she's right there, all he did was call her to come back to him a couple times, and see how non-reactive they are if there's somebody handling them. And that's the important thing. And this is after the walk. We've been out here for a while. We did our sit stays and down stays at Home Depot. We did our everything else. We did our leash walking stuff. And this is the result of doing that every day, is they're under control when you handle them because of all the things you do on the walk and all these things that we videoed for you. They're not doing what they used to do with big distractions like this. Okay, let's go. I wanted to show you how they are in a yard together, since your yard situation is very similar to this. You have a chain link fence. You have, your yards are actually a bit bigger, and you have grass and stuff. So this is how they are here. This is how we have them out in all different combinations. Dottie's good with both HeyJude and Emmie. The one issue we had in the beginning, at least when Emmie came back, was HeyJude and Emmie. So what I do is I put Emmie in the smaller yard. Also, I put Dottie in the smaller yard because HeyJude does so much better in the big yard. So that's what you should do at your house too. I know you have smaller yards and bigger yards. But at first what I would do, because when Emmie first came back and I already had HeyJude here, they wanted to go after each other. So come, I would just call HeyJude away. Come. Good, I did that a lot. I did the down stays next to each other like this, down, while the other dog was here. And I think we have other videos already posted on YouTube of the dogs doing this together. Nope, good. And then also, okay, sit, go. And then also I would just do this, finish it off by just doing this. Being at the fence line, giving them treats like that, and just trying to do different combinations of things doing things with them while they're next to each other to make sure they're cool with each other, and then taking the leash off, leaving them alone, and they would be fine in the yard just hanging out. So that's exactly what we'll do when I bring them back to you, but then every day, if you follow this same routine and handle them the same way we have in our house, which is all documented on this video, you should have the same results. I want to show you the little exercise that we do every day with the dogs right here in the living room. It's a small space. You can see it's pretty small. We have the 3 dogs here. We have extra large crates that they're in. These are the Great Dane size crates, which I think are a size above what you have or what you will have. So you'll have more space than what we have in here because your crates will be a little bit smaller. What I do first is if I'm going to do the mat exercise with one of the dogs, I give the other 2 something to keep them occupied, keep them interested so they're not just staring at us while we do our little mat exercise. So since I'm going to take Emmie out, I'm going to give Dottie and HeyJude little peanut butter, frozen peanut butter bone. They both love those. So they can be occupied. It's just another way to desensitize them to whatever's going on in front of them. And just another way that we get them used to doing things in close quarters with each other and having them be calm and ignoring each other. So now I'm going to take I'm going to take Emmie out of her crate. Treat, of course. She's already got her little prong collar on. And hook that up. See how she's waiting until I say, okay. Comes out of her crate. And just have her do a little left circle here, have her sit. You see I have her sit in front of the mat. Go to your mat. Down. Put her in a down there. Good, start our exercise. We're about 3 feet away from HeyJude. And I'm not going to do this for the full 5 minutes. I'm just going to do for a couple of minutes just to show you what we do every day, how to do it. Good. Just do this basic down stay with her. The whole point is that they're being calm in each other's presence, that they're really close to each other, and every time we do it this way, the other two are having a really good association with whichever other one is out, with them doing their training. So they look forward to the other dog being in front of them because every day this happens. There's no chance for them to bark at each other. Good. And of course we do this in all different combinations. I'm just doing it with Emmie today because Emmie was the one that came into the little group last, and she had a big issue with especially HeyJude. Good. And so it was the most important to practice with Emmie in this way, because HeyJude and Dottie got along pretty well and have been getting along pretty well. The other thing that I do is, okay, I'm actually going to get this mat a little bit closer to the crates. Have her sit, go, down. I always practice with them on both sides. Good. So halfway through that 5 or 6 minutes that you're doing the mat exercise with them, you can just release them and turn them around like that. Practice your down stay in front of the other dogs. Good. From the other side as well. See, I'm going to walk past the camera person back here just to test her down stay a little bit better. Way in the back of the house, she can't see me. Coming back. Good. And then when we release her, okay. If you're in a really tight space, you can kick that out of the way. Have her sit in front of her crate. Go back in her crate. Treat, take off the leash, close the door, and then just do it with the next dog. So every day, you spend about 15 minutes or so just doing that with each dog while the other two are here watching. And it's just another exercise you can do with them to continue to work on their ability to hang out together without getting overstimulated and causing trouble with each other.